The Chelsea player probably wish we weren't about to show you.
And we'll have all the transfer news first.
But we're going to start with the news that Luka Modric is back in the country to try and thrash out his future. Let's go to Fraser Robertson. He's at White Hart Lane for us this evening. Evening to you, Fraser. So we've already had one player tell the club that he wants to leave in the last 24 hours. What will Modric be telling Tottenham?
Yeah, Modric is back in the UK. He's due back at Tottenham on Thursday for the start of pre-season training because he played in internationals last month. He, for the first time, wants to meet Daniel Levy face to face to tell him he wants out and wants out as soon as possible. When he did the interview a month ago to saying he wants to leave and his preferred destination was Chelsea, that was really it. There was no showdown talks, as it were, with Levy. Now he wants to make it clear he wants out as soon as possible. Now Tottenham, from their point of view, will try to persuade him to stay, but financially they're in a difficult position to do so. He is on a fairly low weekly wage for a player of his ability compared to other players at the other top clubs, just $35,000 a week. Tottenham have a wage ceiling which is difficult for them to break given they have no Champions League football this coming season, and he knows through the advisors he can get £100,000 a week plus at Chelsea or one of the other big clubs. So it's going to be a situation where Modric and his agent are pushing for the talks this week, which will happen, not so much Tottenham trying to get him to sign a new deal.
So Fraser, if Modric does want to leave the club, just how difficult is it going to be for Tottenham to hold on to him?
It will be very difficult. I was down at the Tottenham training ground yesterday and spoke to Rafael van der Vaart, and he was saying when we're in this situation where a player has made it public he wants to leave, it's very, very difficult for the player to remain or the club to keep the player. He says it's a difficult situation if the player is unhappy. Tottenham will look at other situations as well and think, how long can we keep an unhappy player? Manchester United had it with Ronaldo. Arsenal had it with Fabregas, persuading him to stay on for another year. But someone at Tottenham said to me, look, money can talk. What would you do? They said to me, if you're on £35,000 a week and you get an offer 100,000 plus, anyone else would seriously consider it. Throw in the fact there's no Champions League. Tottenham, would they want to keep a player for another year, another 2 years, who really wants out?
OK, Fraser, thank you. Meanwhile, Manchester City